everyone, it's Amber from The Sensible Mama. If you follow me on Instagram, then you probably saw that over the weekend I asked you guys about what kind of content you want to see the most. And the first style of video that I was asking you about was kind of like a personal category of videos. And I asked you whether you wanted to see my home birth story or my newborn favorites. And it was really close, but you guys edged out on the newborn favorites, so that's what I'm going to be doing for you today. You might be thinking that I'm going to show you a lot of cutesy newborn baby stuff, but to me personally, being a sensible mama is all about being a practical mama. So today I'm going to show you the things that have been the most practical for me while trying to parent my newborn and also parent my toddler who's going to be 2 in a few months. So for me, it's just all about making sure that my life is easy and practical and that I have everything organized and just put together the way it needs to be so that my life has as little chaos as possible. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Most of you guys probably know that I am a baby wearing mama. I love to wear my babies, and one of the things that have been kind of a learning curve for me though is how to do this with a newborn. I didn't really start baby wearing Roman until he was maybe like 4 to 6 months old, I think. I could be wrong. So I never really started baby wearing with a newborn. When I did start baby wearing, I went straight to a full buckle carrier. That was kind of what I tried first. And I've really realized that with a newborn, I feel the most comfortable with less of a structured carrier. So what I've been using the most is my size 5 Lenny Lamb woven wrap. This has been absolutely my favorite thing to have with me for wearing my baby, whether I'm at home or on the go. It's just one of those things that has been a total lifesaver to me. So my baby is actually crying right off camera. I'm gonna go grab her and put her in this so that you can see what it looks like. All right, so I've already got the wrap kind of all set up for getting her inside of it. I'm gonna go grab her and just get her into this so you can see how easy it is to do. It's quick, it's simple, and it's not as hard as you might think it is. So let me go ahead and show you that. Alright, so as you can see, now I've got her in here. She's nice and comfortable and warm and snug to my body. I can be totally hands-free and do anything that I need to do. And just to prove that to you, I'm going to film the rest of this video with her here because she is not going to be set down today. For those of you who are just not quite ready for the woven wrap and you'd rather do something that's kind of a step in between, a structured kind of carrier like a full buckle carrier and a woven wrap where you have to do everything yourself, the ring sling is a really great option. I've done lots and lots of content on ring slings and how much I love them, but one of the reasons why I'm including this one in my newborn favorites video is that this is the Lilla Baby ring sling. We carry this at thesensiblemama.com just like we carry this as well. And I don't tend to use the Lilla Baby ring sling with my toddler. I tend to use some of my other slings from either Techni Wovens or Lenny Lamb or Soul Slings because those are a little bit longer and a little bit stretchier and they just tend to work really well for a toddler. But I've been using my Lilla Baby ring slings non-stop with my newborn. And the reason why is because one, they're a little bit less stretchy than some of the other ones, and I feel like when you're carrying a newborn, you just want to feel like you have a really rugged, durable, not stretchy sling. So that's one reason why I've been enjoying this one for my newborn. The other reason is that this one is a lot shorter and a lot thinner than some of the other ring slings. And because this is shorter, you have less fabric to deal with. So I tend to find that with a little tiny baby, it is easier to get her inside of a short ring sling like the Lilla Baby than it is some of the other ones. The next thing that I want to talk about that's one of my biggest newborn faves is gripe water. And I feel like you experienced moms will be rolling your eyes going, yes, of course I know about gripe water. But just in case you're a new mom or a soon-to-be new mom, I want you to know that gripe water is one of the best things that you can have with you at all times. It's safe to start using this when your baby is 2 weeks old, and it's just a fantastic product for helping with digestive problems, constipation, GERD, reflux, colic, anything like that. It's got things like fennel in it that are really good for the digestive tract, and I'm telling you, this became our best friend with my son Roman because he had horrible digestive problems. Abby doesn't seem to have as bad of digestive problems as Roman did, but we have had to use this with her on 2 occasions so far since she turned 2 weeks old, and it's just a fantastic thing to have. Within minutes, it will calm their belly, it will make them stop crying, it'll usually help them burp and get some of those bubbles out that are causing them pain, and then they'll finally sleep. What I love about this size of gripe water is that it fits perfectly inside of a Jujube small set piece. So for us, this is always in the diaper bag no matter where we go. And this Duchess small set piece is the designated gripe water piece. So as soon as I get home, I take this out of my diaper bag, I put it out on the medicine counter, and that way we know where this is at all times. If we need it, it's right there. The next several things that I'm going to show you are all about breastfeeding. And the reason why these things are sort of my faves for a newborn is that I had a horrible breastfeeding journey with my son. It was just so hard. We had so many problems, and this time I just decided I was going to be super prepared and I was going to have everything that a person might need for breastfeeding needs all ready for me, ready to go once she was born. I've been super fortunate that this time we just have not had the same kind of breastfeeding problems that we had with Roman, and I think a lot of that has to do with these things that I'm about to show you. The first thing that's been my absolute favorite in terms of breastfeeding is my Lansinoh hand pump. But what I found is that actually the electronic pump, for me personally, was just a lot to deal with. You had to plug it in all the time, or you had to make sure that the battery was fully charged. And you're all connected with hoses and all these things, and God forbid you want a glass of water or have to go to the bathroom while you're pumping. Now you have to undo everything, and it was just such a pain for me. So this time I went out to Babies R Us. I got this Lansinoh hand pump for $30. It came with the pumping bottle, all of these pieces plus extra spare parts. It also came with the stand here so that you can stand this up. And the only other thing that I had to purchase to go with this were the collection bags. I'll be honest with you, I've personally found that this hand pump is even better at getting the milk out than my super expensive $200 electronic pump was. To use one of my friend's terms who DM'd me on Instagram about this, this will suck your eyeballs out through your boobs. It is like really, really strong. But it's great because it gets the milk out fast and you're not pumping for a super long time. The other thing that I love about this is that you can be mobile, and this is especially important when you have other children around, like my toddler. If he wants a cookie or a glass of water or something, I can get up and get that for him without having to unstrap everything. And the other thing that I like using this for is to just leave it on my nightstand at night. Sometimes she sleeps for a long time and I just wake up and I'll try to wake her up and get her to nurse, and she's not having any of it. So I like having a pump nearby so that I can just get some relief and let her sleep a little bit longer until the next feeding. So with this on my nightstand, I can just click on Netflix, take this out, get some pumping done, run downstairs, put it in a bag, and I'm done. I've been using 3 different supplements to help with my milk production, and I've got to say it has been going great. When I was breastfeeding Roman, it didn't matter what time of day I pumped, if I did it right after he nursed or hours after he nursed or in the middle of the night. The most I could ever get out of both breasts combined was like 2 to 3 ounces. It was horrible, and I knew that my baby was probably not getting enough milk, and it was stressful and awful. So this time I decided to really supplement and be super committed to it. And the first thing that I started doing was these cookies called Boob Food. Not only do they taste delicious, I really do feel like they have given me better milk supply. They're totally natural. I mean, listen to the ingredients. Rolled oats, dates, organic raw almond butter, Maranatha, Herbal Secrets brewer's yeast powder, coconut oil, coconut palm sugar, unsweetened applesauce, vegan dark chocolate chips, and it's just like really, really natural, healthy stuff that's all designed to help you with milk production. I'll put her link down below. You do have to shop through her website for these, and I highly suggest that you get these if you're looking for this kind of thing. It's a mama-owned brand and a really sweet lady. She didn't send these to me. This is not sponsored. I bought this with my own money, and I'm going to keep buying them because they are delicious and they work. The other thing that I've been using and really enjoying is this Upspring Milk Flow with Fenugreek and Blessed Thistle. And I'm going to tell you, I'll get to this in a minute, but if you ever tried like a Fenugreek supplement in pill form, it tastes so earthy and gross. This, in the chocolate flavor, actually tastes freaking awesome. In fact, some mornings I come downstairs and I make this instead of my coffee, and I don't even have coffee in the morning, which I don't know how I'm doing that. But it's delicious, and I really feel that it's doing a lot to help me with my milk production. This is my stash so far. I really only pump about a bag a day just because she's in a cluster feeding stage, so I just don't have a whole lot of opportunities to pump. But I've got more than 35 ounces in here, I believe, and we've been digging into this daily so that my husband can do some breastfeeding. Not breastfeeding, so that my husband can do some feeding as well. And I never had anything remotely close to this when I had Roman, so I know that I have a big difference going on this time. I can't say for sure that it's because of these supplements that I'm taking, but I do feel like it has made a difference. Now, while I have this out, this is another one of my favorites. I did get this on Amazon, and I can't remember what's the brand of this, but this is my freezer container here. What's kind of cool about this is it's got this piece that retracts back, so you put the most recent bag in here and then it clamps it forward, and this is what kind of smushes the bags down so they don't take up a whole lot of space, and it's really, really great for organizing your milk. So again, like I said, I don't remember the name brand of this, but I will link it down below because I got it on Amazon. Moving on to my two favorite nursing accessories. These are both from Itsy Bitsy. They are both carried at thesensiblemama.com, and I am obsessed with both. Now I'm going to start with this. I was really hoping that she would be awake so that I could actually show you a little bit better how this works, but this is the Itsy Bitsy Mom Boss Nursing and Feeding Pillow. This has received so many awards since it came out towards the end of 2017. I was given the opportunity to pre-order it just like all of the Itsy Bitsy retailers were, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, I have to have that because I'm having a baby in January and I'm going to need something to help me with nursing. What's awesome about this is that it is functional for both breastfeeding and bottle feeding because Itsy Bitsy does not want to leave anybody out, and I think that is awesome. But what it basically is something to help you rest your arm and be more comfortable while you are breastfeeding. Because we all know that the more comfortable you are, the more comfortable baby is, the longer baby is going to nurse, and the more success you're going to have with breastfeeding. This actually just goes right over your arm like this. So you can either sit it here against the arm of a chair and lay your baby's head or back on this part of the pillow. You can also turn it this way, which is kind of my preferred way, especially like if I have an armrest right here. You can set this kind of on your forearm and put them right here. You do kind of have to play with it for a little while to figure out what is the most comfortable position for you and for baby. When Abby was brand new, I liked using it this way because she was so tiny that this little spot right here was perfect for her neck. But I did find that over time, I preferred using it this way, and this is mostly how we use it now, over my arm like this. Like I said, you can also use it for bottle feeding, so when my husband is giving a bottle of pumped milk, he will use it like this and basically just prop her right here and hold the bottle, and he's super comfortable. The other Itsy Bitsy product that I love is my nursing cover. This actually comes in tons of different prints, and it has 4 different uses. The first one is obviously as a nursing scarf. The other one is just as an infinity scarf, so if you get a print that you like, you can just wear it as a cute scarf while you're out. You can also use it as a car seat cover and as a shopping cart cover, and I've used it for all 4 of these purposes, and I just absolutely love it. What I like is that it's so thin and breathable. You can roll it up and just like stick it in the bottle pockets of your diaper bag, or you can put it in a large set piece and just grab it out whenever you need it. It's also super breathable, and I have found that has been my biggest issue with most nursing scarves and covers, is that they're just too thick. Baby gets hot, you get sweaty, and it's miserable. But this one, I've actually not had any problem with that whatsoever. So I don't know how easy this is going to be with Abby on my chest already, but let's give it a try. Okay, so me and Abby are both in here, and this is actually kind of similar to what it looks like when you're using it, except of course both of your hands are kind of in here. It's got this nice top up here so that you can look down at your baby at any time and make sure that she's doing all right. And what I like about it is that it has 360-degree coverage. See, I've got it pulled down all the way around my body, which means that whether someone is walking up behind me or coming around the side, they're not going to get a side angle boob shot, which is something that I worry over. So it's just super comfortable, super breathable, and super modest. I don't at all want to in any way imply that a woman should cover up while she's breastfeeding. I don't support that idea at all. But I'm just a mom who tends to feel more comfortable when I'm covered up. I get very bad anxiety at the idea of someone seeing me exposed while I'm breastfeeding. That's just me personally, and I do not want to put that on anybody else. So if you're the kind of person who does tend to prefer to want to have some sort of coverage, you might really like this. It's something that I have loved, and it's another thing that I don't leave the house without. So you guys, I did have a few more favorites that I wanted to show you, but I think Abby is kind of done, and to be honest, we're just both a little bit hot and tired, so I'm gonna end the video here. I know. I might do a part 2, it depends. Let me know if this was helpful. If it was, I will definitely do the part 2. If you have any questions about anything that I showed you, feel free to ask in the comments. And like I said, I'll link everything that I went over down below. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.